This is a 15-minute body weight only circuit workout. Make sure you do a warm-up before you start this. So get ready. So here we go, starting with squats. We're going to do this for 40 seconds work. We're going to have 20 seconds rest each time. We're going to do 3 rounds, 5 different exercises, starting with lower body. So this is your lower body one. So keeping your knees out to the side, hips back, keeping your chest up. Keep your feet about hip to shoulder width apart, pointing your feet out like about 11 and 1 o'clock on a clock face. And just go as low as you can comfortably go. Keep that tempo nice and controlled. It's nice and low as you can comfortably go. Last few seconds. Okay, that's good. So 20 seconds rest. So recover. We've got coming up next, we've got a high knee cross body. So we're bringing your opposite elbow up to your opposite knee. So right knee coming up to your left elbow. Left knee coming up to your right elbow with a nice little rotation in your torso. So get set. And away we go, 40 seconds. So this is our pulse raiser. We're going to do a pulse raiser as our second and fourth exercise in each circuit. So we've kind of got 3 rounds, 5 different exercises. This is exercise number 2, round 1. Let's get that heart rate up. This is all low impact stuff, so nothing should hurt, nothing should feel uncomfortable. If it feels just a little bit difficult, that's good. We want it to feel a little bit difficult, but we don't want anything to hurt. So coming up to the last 10 seconds now. That's it. Keep moving as much as you can. That's it. Nice little rotation. 3, 2, 1. Good. 20 seconds rest. Recover. Okay, we're going to make our way down to the floor. So on a mat if you have one, or a towel, or just on your back, as long as it's not uncomfortable for you to be on the floor. We're going to do dead bugs next. So arms and thighs vertical, shins parallel to the floor. We're going to keep your belly button towards your spine. Away we go. Opposite limbs lowering down to the ground. As low as you can comfortably go, just hovering just above the ground, keeping things nice and controlled, making sure the most important thing on this one is making sure we don't arch your lower back. We don't want you to feel this in your lower back. We want this to feel like you're working your core, but we're moving your limbs around a fixed core position. So there's a lot of crossover to things like deadlifts, squats, overhead press, all that kind of stuff. It's really important to keep that core stability. That's what this one is going to practice. Last few seconds then. Good, and that's fine. Relax, 20 seconds rest, relax, recover. Coming up next, another pulse raiser. So exercise number 4, we're going to do mat step overs if you have a mat down or a towel. If you haven't, then just imaginary stepping over. So about shoulder width apart, just side to side, hands down, hips up. So away we go, 40 seconds. Remember to breathe, because obviously your head's lower than your hips. So you are going to feel like kind of rush of blood to the head. So if you do feel a bit weird, a bit dizzy, anything like that, then do stop and recover. But try to stay in if you can. Just a little step over, side to side. And your shoulders might start to burn a little bit. It's fine if they do, as long as it's just burning, as long as nothing's hurting. It's the sharp pain's the bad stuff, then that we stop if we have the sharp pain. But a bit of discomfort, a bit of muscular burning, that's fine. Keep going if you can. Last few seconds then. 3, 2, 1. Good. 20 seconds to recover. Relax, take it easy. We've got an upper body movement now, so we're going to do kneeling press ups. So knees are going to stay down, thighs in line with your torso, keeping your core fixed again, so it's not just an upper body exercise, it's a core exercise as well. So get set. We'll have shoulders back and down, chest to the ground. Away we go, 40 seconds. So keep those shoulders back and down, shoulder blades squeezed together. That keeps things on your chest and off your shoulders. So we don't want kind of floating shoulders, we want them fixed if you can. And get your chest all the way down to the ground if you can. Focus on range of movement before you worry about anything like tempo. But if this starts to feel a little bit too comfortable, then you can have a little pause at the bottom end. So not fully relaxing, but pause with your chest just touching the ground, but not fully relaxing. Last few seconds then. Nearly done. 3, 2, 1. Good. 20 seconds rest. That's the end of round 1. I'd like to repeat that 2 more times if we can. So you get set. We're going to go back to squats in about 10 seconds. So grab a quick sip if you need to. Feet hip to shoulder width apart, 11 and 1 o'clock on a clock face. Away we go. Knees out, hips back, keeping your chest up. So you can have your arms across your chest like I've got here, or you can have your arms straight out in front of you, kind of Frankenstein style squat. But focus on range of movement. So your arms will help for counterbalance, so they will help you get a little bit lower. But just go as low as you can comfortably go. If you can go lower than I'm going in this video, then do that, as long as it feels okay on your joints, on your knees, on your hips, all that kind of stuff. If you're feeling like it's a little bit too comfortable, add a little pause at the bottom end. And good, that's fine, relax. 20 seconds rest. Quick sip if you need to. Coming up next, we've got a high knee cross body, so we're going to get your heart rate up again. But again, keeping with that low impact, so there's no kind of severe impact on your joints or anything like that. So get set. We'll go in 3, 2, 1. Away we go. High knee cross body, so opposite knee coming up to your opposite elbow. Nice little gentle rotation in your torso. But again, just do what you can. Try and stay in if you can. All this kind of stuff, the first time round, it might not feel too bad. When you get to the second and third time round, it might start to feel like it catches up with you a little bit. So that's kind of how it should feel. There's a little bit of endurance, so we've got aerobic and anaerobic exercises all at the same time. So we're moving, we're getting your heart rate up, we're getting you a bit out of breath, all at the same time. So last few seconds, try and stay in if you can. 3, 2, 1. Good, that's fine. Relax. 20 seconds rest. Recover. Take a drink if you need to. Onto your back when you're ready. We've got those dead bugs again. So that core exercise again. So this is core stability. We're aiming to keep your core as fixed as you can while we move your limbs around that fixed position. So get set. Away we go. 40 seconds. Dead bug. So opposite limbs lowering down to the ground. So your right leg and your left arm lower down at the same time, your left arm and your right leg. If this is a bit too difficult for you, then you can do one limb at a time. So go round all 4 limbs, just one at a time. The others stay in that upright position if it feels a little bit too difficult. But remember, we've got one more round after this. So do pace yourself. Less than 10 seconds. Keep going if you can. 3, 2, 1. Good. 20 seconds rest. Recover. Take a little bit of water if you need to. Just little sips. Try not to glug it too much because you don't want that kind of sloshing around in your belly. We're going to do those mat step overs next. So imaginary mat step overs, or if you have a towel down, whatever works for you. So 3, 2, 1. Away we go. 40 seconds. Keeping moving if you can. Those shoulders might start to burn a little bit. You should be out of breath by this point, at least a little bit. Your heart rate should be elevated. That's all the stuff that we want. Nothing should hurt. Nothing should feel weird or wrong. If you do feel like you need to stop, then do sit out if you need to, but try to stay in if you possibly can. I say just side to side, just about shoulder width apart or just outside shoulder width, with your feet, hands about shoulder width apart, but whatever's comfortable and strong for you. Last few seconds, we're nearly done. So 3, 2, 1. Good, that's fine. Relax, recover. 20 seconds to recover. Okay, last exercise in round 2. We've got those kneeling press-ups again. So try and keep those shoulders back and down. Keep that core nice and fixed. We're going to keep your knees down. Again, focus on that range of movement. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 40 seconds. That nice big range of movement. Try and keep those shoulders back and down so we keep that movement on your chest and not too shouldery. Again, focus on that range of movement ahead of tempo. But if it is feeling a little bit too comfortable, then you can add a little pause at the bottom end if you want to. If it's feeling a bit too comfortable, not fully relaxing, but your chest just touching the floor, and then push back up from there. Time your reps to your breathing. So breathe in on the way down, breathe out as we press back up. Last few seconds then. 3, 2, 1. Good, that's fine. Make that the last one. Good, 20 seconds to recover. That's the end of round 2. We've got one more round to go. So one more if you can. This is where it kind of starts to get a little bit tough. So we want this to feel a little bit tough. Back to those squats. So get set, hip to shoulder width apart with your feet. Away we go, nice and low. Again, if this is feeling a little bit too comfortable for you, you can add a pause at the bottom end if you want to. The longer you pause in that weakest position, that stretched position, the more difficult this is going to feel. So try and make this set feel really tough, especially if it started to feel not too difficult. Then try and make this one feel a little bit difficult. If it's feeling tough already, then don't worry, keep going as you are. Try and stay in if you can. Try and stay in for that full 40 seconds if you can. We've got 10 seconds to go, then we take a break. We're nearly done. Keep it going if you can. That's it. We're nearly done. 3, 2, 1, and relax. 20 seconds to recover. A few deep breaths. Grab a quick sip if you need to. We're going to do a high knee cross body. Each time we do these exercises, it's the last time round that we're doing them. So we're going to get your heart rate up for this one. Again, that low impact. So 3, 2, 1, opposite knee to opposite elbow with that little rotation. Keep breathing, keep moving if you can. Keep that energy there, keep that energy up. We've just got 3 more exercises after this. We're nearly done. Good. So we've got about 20 seconds rest. That little rotation round again. Stop if anything hurts, if it doesn't feel right. But try to keep going if you possibly can. We've got 10 seconds left to go now. Keep it going, keep breathing. Keep that little rotation going round. 3, 2, 1. Awesome, good. Relax, 20 seconds to recover. Core next, your abs, so onto your back. Keeping that core fixed. Pull that belly button towards your spine, making sure you're not arching your back. So that's really important on this one. We don't want to arch your back. We don't want to feel this in your lower back. So away we go. That's it. That's starting in that arms upright position, thighs vertical, shins parallel to the floor, or as much as you can. You might be getting a bit tired by this point. So this is a little bit like rubbing your head and patting your belly and then reversing that round. It takes a little bit of coordination. So imagine there's an imaginary box between your thighs and your arms, so you cannot enter that box. So there's kind of a zone that you can't move into, so we don't go past vertical. Last few seconds then, keep that core fixed as you can. 3, 2, 1. Good, that's fine, and relax. 20 seconds to recover. 2 exercises left. Those mat step over, so if you do have a mat down, do actually physically step side to side over the mat or the towel, whatever you've got down. Just imagine one if you haven't. So just outside shoulder width. So hands about shoulder width apart, feet were stepping just wider than that. So away we go. 40 seconds. Last time we're doing this. We've only got one more exercise after this, so try and stay in if you possibly can. It is going to feel a little bit difficult at this point, but we do want it to feel a little bit difficult. We don't want this to feel too easy. We want this to feel difficult, but still doable. Stay in if you possibly can. We're nearly done. So we're coming up to the last 10 seconds now. Keep that breathing going. Nearly done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax, recover. 20 seconds to recover. Knees gently down. Good. One more exercise to go. Those kneeling press ups, so shoulders back and down. Keep those knees down. Keep that core nice and fixed. It's not just an upper body exercise. We're going to keep your core fixed as well. So it is a core exercise as well. Away we go. 40 seconds. Nice big range of movement. Time your reps to your breathing. So breathe in as you lower down. Breathe out as you push back up. Focus on that range of movement. Again, if it's feeling a little bit tough, then just try to keep moving if you can. Try to keep as big a range of movement as you can keep going. It should be burning just a little bit across your chest and maybe the back of your arms, maybe your shoulders. Pause with your chest on the floor. If it's feeling a little bit comfortable, that's it. Nearly done. Last few seconds now. Nearly done. Okay, let's go again. 3, 2, 1. Good, awesome, fine, relax, done. Have a little cool down and a stretch. Good job.